YouTube family, blessings and welcome back to another video. So it's my day off. I was reading through some comments and there's a particular question that I saw more than once and I thought I would just respond now, right? So the question is a few people asked me what agency I use to come to the United States and to do the NCLEX. And my simple answer is this: I did not use an agency to come to the United States. I came to the United States through a petition made by my wife, right? So my wife filed for me. That is how I'm here in the United States. So as regards now to registering and actually doing the NCLEX, I had to do that on my own. Good? And not really on my own because I got help from a friend. And that friend actually, I asked her permission. She said I can give her information so that whoever needs help, if you're trying to sign up with an agency, all of these things regarding actually getting the NCLEX started out and so on, she has given me the permission to share her information. The way that you'll get her information is by reaching out to me on Instagram. And if you reach out to me through my DMs, I will respond to you with her information. As I said, she has given me permission. So if you need help signing up with an agency, maybe choosing the right agency for you in Jamaica or whatever it is, reach out to me and I will send you her information. But as I said, I did not use an agency. So the first step that I can remember, and whatever I'm telling you guys, a long time I do this, right? So I'm going to remember every single step. But I'm telling you what I remember, right? So the first step was to reach out to this company called CGFNS. CGFNS. Just Google them. CGFNS. They do credential evaluation. So they check through your transcript. They check your university degree, wherever you got it from, and they make sure that you're up to standard or up to par with the whatever the qualifications, whatever they need here in the United States. They make sure that you're up to par, right? So that's one, CGFNS. You're back and forth with them through email. They ask you for this, you send this, whatever, back and forth, until you reach to the end and they say, all right, your degree is fine, your transcript is fine, everything you have is fine, and you are eligible now to reach out to the state board of your choice. So that is step one. Then they give you the green light. And then the second step, as far as I can remember, is reaching out to the state board of your choice. So you choose, if you're doing it on your own, you choose which state you want to get your nursing license through, right? I believe if you go through an agency, whatever, I believe, this is what I remember, is that they place you where they want you. That is my understanding. I could be wrong. As I said, I never used an agency. But for me, I chose Florida, right? So I did my licensing. I contacted the Florida Board of Nursing. Again, everything is online. And I signed up with them, made an account, all of these things. And then now I am back and forth with them. And they are using the information that they got from CGFNS, etc. Right? So this is the second step, reaching out to the board of your choice, the nursing board of your choice, whichever state you choose. You sign up with them and then they will guide you along the process. Good? And as I said, the good thing is both CGFNS for me and the nursing board here in Florida, they were both good at communicating, corresponding. So we are back and forth with emails and we just get the job done. Good? So you can choose the state that you want. But remember, there are some states that are a part of what is called a compact, meaning the license that you get is like it can be used in certain amount of states versus some states where their license is specific to them. So for example, New York has their own license, right? And you can't use a New York license in Florida, for example. You have to go get a Florida license. Versus if you have a Florida license, for example, you can go and work in Georgia or you can go work in North and South Carolina and a lot of other states because they're part of what is called the compact, the nursing compact. If I find a map or any other information on it online, I'll probably tag it somewhere here, but just Google it, right? Everything is on the internet. Like every single thing is on the internet, or just find another YouTube video or whatever. It's on the internet, right? The nursing compact. So if you get a compact license, the same thing that I have, you have options as regards the amount of states that you're able to work with this license as it is. right? Versus if I want to move now from here and say go California or say go New York, I have to apply for their licenses because them have a different license altogether. Good? So that is step 2. So you go through all of you go through with the Board of Nursing and you back and forth. Then they will give you the green light to register now for the exam. But you have to go through this site. I believe it was called Pearson VUE, right? Pearson now, they are the ones that you register for the NCLEX through. Good? So they make sure say everything has gone through with the Board of Nursing of your choice, and then they now are in charge of the actual exam and the whole registering of the exam result and all of these things. Pearson, right? So you sign up with Pearson again, online. Everything is online. Sign up with Pearson, bam, 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 corresponding back and forth until you get a thing I believe called an ATT. That is something that gives you the go-ahead to actually register for the exam. After you get that ATT, you know, say a serious time now and you can register for the exam. Good? So that is in a nutshell the process of actually getting to the registration part of the exam. All right? Register, How I actually now passed the NCLEX. So I registered. How I actually passed the NCLEX on one try. And I'm not going to fluff it up. I'm not giving you extra information right now. I'm giving you my experience. How I passed this exam on one try, I got something called UWorld. UWorld is like, it has like a question bank, right, for the NCLEX. And the questions are set up similar to the NCLEX, right? So it's like past papers, like you do past papers. The one I got, it had like 2,300 or something questions, I believe, right? And it had one exam. It had one exam that is like a, what do I call it now? It had one exam that is like an evaluation to see how far along you are and your probability of passing the exam. Good? This is with UWorld. Bam. So I did 2,300. However, how much questions? 2,300 questions were on there. I did the 2,300 of them. Right? I did every single question over a 2-month span. I did every single question. When I was done with the questions, I got 1,800 incorrect. So I got only 800 correct of the 2,300 questions. Right? I got only 800 of them correct. You know what I did? I went back and I redid every single one that I got wrong. And the good thing with UWorld, how I studied, right? Because I also got a book called the Saunders, right? It's a book. It's an NCLEX preparation book. I read it maybe 3-4 times. Zin, there are some things that I really needed more knowledge on, and I probably dug in, in the book, but I never really used the book, to be honest. All I did, I went through every single question on that UWorld thing. And when you answer the questions, how it is set up, it gives you the rationales. I read every single rationale. Like this is how I studied. I read every single rationale because the rationale now tells you either why the response is right or why the response is wrong. So this is how I literally did it. By the grace of God, this is how I did it. All I did was use UWorld and do, as I said, the 2,000 odd questions, and then I went over again the questions that I got wrong, and I read the rationales. You understand? That is what I did. I'm not going to make anything up and give you a kind of strategy. That was my strategy, right? That was my strategy, and I passed on the first try. And you know how, and maybe you don't, but how the NCLEX works is you do, I think you can do up to either 65, and again, don't quote me, but it's on Google. You can do either 65 or 75 questions, and then it will shut down, and it's either you pass or you fail. Or you can keep going, and they have a whole process of why this happens, but you can keep going, and I went up to, I think, 140 questions, and then it shut down. Because I believe the entire exam is maybe 200 and something questions, but you must do all of them. It does some averaging and whatever, and then when you reach a point, it's either you pass or you fail, and it shut down. I went up to like 140, and the exam was hard. I'm not going to tell you it was easy. The exam was hard, right? It was hard. So you can't say me can't lie to you. It was, for me, it was difficult. I never come pretty it up. It was difficult. The things I did fail, but thank God I passed, right? But it was difficult. But all I used, as I said, was UWorld. And another thing that came in handy with my preparation for that exam was my clinical knowledge. So you see, if you've been in healthcare if you've been working as a nurse for a while, there's a lot of things that you learn that help you to answer these questions. So it's not just about the textbook knowledge, it's about really and truly what you do while working. You understand? And then, of course, some of the knowledge from nursing school and whatever. But trust me, UWorld was a very good resource for me. As I said, do all of the questions. The one them where you get wrong, do them over and read the rationales. You can literally study from the rationales. Yeah? So, yeah, this is my answer to that question. I hope I didn't ramble too much. But, yeah, all the best, and take care.